So this is it. The final must-watch for Valentine's Day 2025. And I have to say, I did pretty good this year. I've always failed at doing this. I always do. And I'm like, I'll do it one day correctly. And I finally did. I kept my guns. I've delivered must-watches and must-reads every single week without fail. And on time. So, good job me. Now, for the final one, it's one I'm surprised I never talked about. Like, I looked up through my playlist of the videos I have and yo, I never talked about this? Really? Shame on me. Because this is one of my most favorite romance mangas of all time. But I'm recommending the anime for you guys so you guys can get a good feel about it. And then when you're done with the anime, you can go and transition into the manga. And that story is called Love Tyrant. Love Tyrant focuses around a guy named Seiichi, the average high schooler, but with blue spiky hair. Yeah, that's new. And also, he involves himself with a lot of crazy supernatural antics with his girlfriends. Yes, girlfriends. This is a harem. And it does something a lot of harems don't do, is where they actually go the harem route. Like, how many manga and anime have you watched where someone actually went the harem route? Literally. Like, Toda from UQ Holder did it. Issei from High School DxD did it. Then Rantaro from 100 Girlfriends did it. But Rantaro's case is different because, he just has girl after girl almost every episode now, to a point where he just kind of lose track and kind of lose interest in Rantaro himself and focuses more on the girls. And say you have a favorite girl or girls, but they don't show up because you're focusing on the other girls. So therefore, you kind of lose interest in the manga. That's the downside of having too many people in your harem. Issei does it just right, and Toda never got a chance to really have his animated, but if you read the manga, it's pretty good. It involved 4 girls. Definitely, it goes down to 4 girls, is what I'm saying. But this one involved 3 girls. Seiichi one day receives a knock at the door by a girl in Grim Reaper cosplay, saying that he has to kiss someone at a certain amount of time, or he will die. And she says this because she created this thing, she had this thing called the Love Note. The Love Note is when you write both people's names into a book. Those people are destined for each other, but they have to kiss. If they don't kiss at a certain amount of time, they will die. So, however, she only put Seiichi's name there without really thinking and didn't know who to pair him up with. So, he went in and just kissed her immediately, and she became part of his partners. But he can't do a redo. Those two are now destined to be together. But she gives him a chance to find someone he actually wants to be with. And that's where he has his high school crush, Akane, the most popular girl in school. Perfect at almost everything. But turns out she's a yandere, a crazy yandere who carries knives around her wherever she goes and takes down anyone who dares get between her love and Seiichi's. So that's what's crazy. And there's other girls that get involved in it, his crazy antics. Now, the story itself is very basic, is these 4 characters finding what love is and seeing if they truly love each other. Is it because they have to love each other, or is it because the book tells them to do it, or is truly genuine? They haven't figured that out as the show goes on. And they also understand other people's love as well, whether it's forbidden love, a secretive love, a love that's scared to reveal itself, brotherly love, all kinds of love is being depicted in this show. And the main part about this is Guri herself, who is the daughter of God, and she wants to learn what true love is before she takes over heaven. So it's up to Seiji in the game to show her what love is. It's pretty much what it is, the understanding of love, in the different forms it comes into. Now, the world itself is crazy, and I do mean it's crazy. Because not to mention you have heaven, where God dresses up like a hobo and is very relaxed and, I guess, a cheater. And then you have hell, where everything's like a business. Instead of being chaotic and crazy like you thought it would be, everyone wears ties, and they act like they're from Japan, wearing very black marketed companies. I kind of said wrong. Yes, that's how it is. Everything's all serious, and people wish they could be crazy and hectic, but no, they're forced to wear ties and be very civil because the current leader down there wants to have everything going crazy. Apparently, this all started with Guri's mom, who was supposed to be the current leader of that area, but she one day disappeared, saying that she'll make a world that is for Guri. Now, this is funny because trying to understand the power scaling on the show is nuts. Because think about it, Guri herself is literally is the daughter of God himself, and also the daughter of the person who was supposed to be the leader of hell, but ran off to create her own worlds. Think about it. She created her own worlds. That was how powerful her mom is. So think of her dad is, and Guri as a person together is super powerful. And she is super powerful, but she doesn't take her power seriously because she's always goofing around. And if she ever got serious, it'd be big trouble for everyone. But it's not just them, but the humans in this world are nuts. For instance, Akane herself, besides being a yandere, has super strength and is able to do crazy things with knives, no matter what it is. And then she has this little cousin who is very weak, but she's able to summon a force field around herself. And apparently it's a family tradition. And then there's another cousin who does this, like this slime that sticks onto people and causes them to stay trapped and stuff. It's like, what is up with this world that they live in where even the humans themselves have superpowers? You can do a bunch of crazy things. You even have a penguin. You have a penguin that will bust out a little penguin prison just to hunt down the main character's little sister every single time. For some reason, this thing is obsessed with the little sister. I don't know why. And everyone else he treats as like garbage. Just like, why? What is up with this penguin? But anyways, I truly did enjoy this anime when it came out during the time, and even rewatch it in dub, which I really do. And then finally, I decided to go read the manga, and the manga really explores more of the story. More interesting characters show up, and even shows us to other worlds besides the ones we know, like a medieval fantasy world that's played like RPG, and then you find missing characters, and you understand more and more about what was happening behind the scenes between Seiji Guri and the entire thing about love. And the way it ends. The way it ends is just beautiful. I love the way it ends. You know, it ends exactly how you want to hear a manga to end, with the main character making up his mind, telling the girls how he truly feels about them. And it ends off in a beautiful scene. Lovely. Now, the author finished this years ago and worked on another series, which also just recently finished, about a guy who fell in love with a snow yokai, which is, it was okay for what it was. I just held how it kind of faked out so many times, which was kind of disappointing. But this right here, in my opinion, was his best work. In fact, it's his only work that got animated, now I think about it. But yes, go read, watch, love Tyrant. You'll have a blast and you'll enjoy it. Then when you're done watching the anime, just to get you into it, you can go and transition to the manga, because the manga gets even better as time goes on. So, yeah. Hope you guys give it a try, and I'll end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has the Madcrownxox, all anime. Signing out.